And it is that culture that we have brought back to Namibia and when we form a Namibia Defense Force. Guys in uniform, all of you, be proud of what you are. And Chief of Defense Force, Air Marshal Phineas, Martin Phineas, we want to thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's not all. This plane, which is carrying the remains, immortal remains of our founding president, must be preserved. First, there must be a mark on that plane to distinguish it between the others, whatever it is. Moment is the plane, not that one, but this particular one. And when you decommission it, I know it's a long way away, 30 years from now, never mind, have a statement in the office to say, whenever this plane is decommissioned, it must be placed in a place where future generations can really climb on that thing, wreck or not wreck at that time, but it must be maintained and then show and see that yes, indeed, so many years, 100, 200, 300 years, a million years, the immortal remains of Sam Nujoma were flown in this, plus the history of the pilots and all the rest. Very important. That's why we should leave that legacy. Earlier on, we made other suggestions. I will not go into those details, including medals and all that. And we also want to encourage the Sam Nujoma Foundation. You are the custodian, primarily, or second, to Swapo. Swapo, number one, this legacy, do something about it. In oral, written, visual forms, and all the rest of it. How you do it is all your problem, but you just have got to do it. Then, next is the foundation. Please, one, don't never abolish that foundation. You have people who have this tendency of destroying things after that. No, it's no longer a foundation. You want to rename it, this. No ways, man. So it must remain as it is. Yeah, so, and then advance it. I'm moving to a conclusion. I don't want to make any statement further today. So, except to say, look, behind every successful man, warrior or so, there must be someone with either women or men, but in this case, there was a strong woman, and that woman is Kuku Kovamba Nujoma. Mekuru, if you are watching or listening, all of us who have served under your late husband, we want to thank you, especially for being together for so many years during difficult times. Thank you for your contribution, for taking care of him for us. We would like also at the same time to thank the entire family, Nujoma, Kondombolo, and Mushimba families. Some of you, we just got to know you very recently, and I want to single out something special about you. As a family, as members, quite honestly, I said it's a short tribute in addition to the message that was read here. And the thing is, we are here, 15. We are 15. 15. Some are family members, some are not family members like myself. But we, all 15 of us, we are here representing the Nujoma, the Mushimba, and Kondombolo families. I want you to know, where were these guys in Irundu? Why were these guys in Katima Muriro? Why are they here today? Why are they going to be there tomorrow? This is exactly, we are representatives of these families. Nujoma was a father to all of us, and he would wish that we all could represent the family everywhere, but we are representing the family, just in case you wondering why. That's one. Finally, not lastly, finally, for today, only finally today, this story and talking about Nujoma will not end here. Will not end on the Friday. It will not end Saturday. It will continue. But please, as Namibians, let's do this to celebrate. Let's walk the talk. Let's promise ourselves that yes, indeed, we are going to honor the life of this man in earnest. And by doing so, it's only when we rededicate ourselves to his legacy. President Pohamba, you heard him saying, look, continue with this railway ends at Ondangwas, now to Chicago. Someone must take it to Shakati and to Rakana later on, or pull the other one from Cape Firio and move it to Zambia and across Africa. And so forth. Everything is started must be continued. I don't want to dilute that message, but there's a legacy that we're talking about. You see? It's very important. But most important, it is taught about unity. Unity of purpose and unity of action. We must know what the unity is in order to be able to practice it. But this is really our religion must be in the Holy Communion. Besides the Holy Communion we are familiar with, must be unity. We must sleep it, eat it, walk it, and so forth. And when you are thirsty, drink unity. Love for our country, for our people, for our friends, for our neighbors. Don't hate a person just because he doesn't look like you. And the other way around. This is very important. These are his teachings. We will continue to advocate this legacy and practice the legacy. Peace and stability we have in this country, honestly, the moment things can go wrong, very fast, and you've seen it. You've seen it. So let us protect our hard-won freedom and independence at all cost. At all cost. It's very important, and many others. We have said this, we'll continue to say that. I think before I know I'm saying things I was saying in Windhoek and repeating myself, all the things have been said. What else do you say that was not said? Over the last few days, complete history. Otherwise we'll keep on repeating ourselves, It's important, it's an emotional thing. We've lost a great man, our father, our brother, our leader, our teacher, and the list goes on and goes on. So finally, two finals, there's another one coming. Yeah, come to an end. Yeah, with those words, yeah, I would like to wish you, comrades, President Sam Nujoma, an enjoyable retirement. Go well. I will not say that because I'm in the military. So quite muy fanato this adikui okapembe shkondo boroshea shpedishea inima shikekeshea inima fa numenuta jo Yeah. You see? Nando olambara nangobere nyari tirika na wakana hambo kali ne dina limwali. It doesn't mean everyone. Nene shike. Emburu, I don't know what they used to call him. May your soul, Commander-in-Chief, President of the Republic of Namibia, founding president, continue to rest in peace. We thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Elizabeth Asino Joseph, who spoke on behalf of the family. And we are thankful to Lieutenant General Martin Shirley for that reinforcement once again. I think all of us needed that. Especially that we are in Grootfontein. As introduced earlier, my name is Gerhard Steve Ndafenongo, and I'm the Regional Director of Education, Arts and Culture in the Otjozondjupa Regional Council. I am assisting my main director, Honorable Elde Philippe, to direct this ceremony this afternoon. Of course, as Lieutenant General put it, we are thankful. We are celebrating, we are cherishing, we are honored that a great man has lived, a great man has freed our country, a great man has unified us. May his legacy of our esteemed founding father lives forever. Our founding father once reminded us that a nation without culture is like a tree without roots. When the wind blows, it uproots that tree. Therefore, our next speaker will deliver a message on behalf of the traditional authorities. Of course, we all know, we all have learned this week and before that our founding father, Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma, his leadership and dedication to persevering to preserve our cultural heritage has been instrumental in maintaining unity and strength of our community. He loved all the Namibians, but he had a very soft spot for traditional authority. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the podium Chief Sam Kambadembi from the Kambadembi Royal House. Chief, the floor is yours.
Ya, okunena kuhepa, utenga eminike omtiti wa ruhoro mutenga oshuru shehiretu o presidenta Ngolo Mbumba amepitire muhinda we mtithi wa roho noho mutenga omuhamithi wenji wetu olobeta Professor Peter Kashabibi shimba lumbo eminike owakuramene po shikutuma bedumba abe bari epothondangi njihe na poita kushabanjere osho shikutu kohoromende etu iriangithe hiyo shiwana mobandube shimuna shimawete yangitha nai oshiwana shasha Namibia mashisho ndondo oshisha tatu wina njetembi korithe mama mungure ohoromende mukuru mwa baramba byungura bihembya ungura muhoromende angwara inai guru muhamithe bihabero kehi foundation na hiyo shiwana simba lumbe puesha meritidire pombinika jatwa apewa iyo wenji peo rubede wakaunjithe byungurambi abe bari mwaminiko nambano shiwana tuliporu bedo rudeu aimeri bara osho mundo muninga ndushi nene kwa kusha diondi mbakura mamba menaro hona pare ombadu menaro mahona pare ombadu ina moshodon jupa ami mekura menepo akambadembi no hona pare wasi mochumkwe ista kehia chief bobo na wina uhona pare ware mo matako kehia chief Glony Arnold bano bandu betu mianga ya shimba kuramba moshiabero shatate muna neombadu mushwe kushami undenu medupi ami wamonde kurona iwandu mbatiro njembu yaka chibicho wanga shiabetu puka beiko Angola shiabeiko shawana ami bari moru kongondi robandu mbaka katira ko shawana hiyo shiwana Novembro 30 shimato orwa hiyo mura mwanje Stanley Kanduketu Ludwig okudame pako gandupo poboda ashawana anjami hya kwatwa beku therekare wa uridi no kweri pura mundu Novembro 30 gweri laero muni nguno ndando no upendambo okuhunga moko make hero kenda kehike hero kenda no ndando kusha maka kuturo Namibia papitirambo olonga ndamarara wandu be mutu orambo kumutwa kumau kumuna maba amamumba kwatwa obombura ndano kombunda anao amishime kwatwa shimete olondunge shimeka uto skole moshawana hanje nandise Nujoma lihingirwa pomiriro nguroba itherekarero iyo banene pobanga ndabe no wakwao omakurawe obanene puye bapitirambo abe ingo pothoma nayao kana ya inganene shine nando ongwe mena kusha eye waro mutoro wanjambi kudambo waurika njira mbambatenga puye imbao mana getamuna ponga tamune barihe ombe mukushirire mongwaba osho shishebere waya kukwa bakwao aikoni yoka ahaka panderango akachita kama wo matiti akaunguro biungurambia ira chalumba kutoka mu Afrika ekunguro biungurambio ngando Namibia yetu aikutuka mu mirongo hamodatu na muyu shima heruka poroshanya yaro ndero hathea kutako anjamo mundo mutiti obomboro mirongo ibari na ine opumbali odorali doshira akuhe kumai pobirongo papai mocho mwitenga dupenje wino pumbali nambano orwede ndeshita no kutuka osho mundu nguma chiwombalu watwapo orutu kehi yomuyaruke advocate kolongwidi kokusha koshikondono na kusha mehindi omahona ngariko gututho gututumuna wombalu oene kombundo byungura kolongwidi ohona wetu wakambadembi ohona mezo kutamuna watsumukwe wesa na matako oshuadhi kama aude mburugwa iyo horomende kandererembo watwapo onjuo yoshirata shombavu omahona paraehe pumayoronga nene okuhingiro bina byondungiro mu Namibia na wina ohunga no mohona parewa olombavu oshoma uhona ngari ke nikidire yoba apa ngae habarwa okudambo putwa mwina kusha shiri na ngwari hiredura kutuka matu hupumo uyara oetemba matu hakaene oshwana ne ombavu yaro biungura bya ihoishiwana ngwararangu no ina kwango kupede mbako kusha amishimba dano kukwatwa olombura ndano esha kapitilambo baroma shumulando mutengo kukwatwa moshiwana shetu ombumba pero enandi dimamumu ndashangwambo sem kanara kala kolo baepelaka barukwa mena kushewe kukapitilambo oshimbiri sema kambale mbidio ndi hapewe naro shiherero anjuba nene banje mabeja shimbaka nene naro shiherero ndi mari ithanewa sema ri haithanewa eriyo muningandu oromeni yana mbia shada no kukutuka rukuru mumirongo mubyuna mbali emuno byungura muhoromende mu ruparo baungure mumirongo mubyuna ndatu mumirongo mubyuna hambo umwe obakotoke bashawana chimabe ya mongama anje morupa mumbiri runano pangamo shirwa Moses Garwe pongoro minister anje enjihindike pako kombero hapa kwa kaunguri yango kuna nombero onjo hiyo shiwana emuithane muhindi konga makusha kwa heruko bandu bazo kushawana mianga kushawiye ndengo ukakuro bandu epangamo shiragoro epengito nongo yambirike pako ashamuka meiko ngama mianga kushawiye brave shidera no homeya mwahutonje mianga kushawiye terere ombarama harero moshinene mena kushawo monjira anjuma wango ngama iwake hiya maheke oshitwa shita twi mongama akuro bandu beriki holo tenda atuhitimo shiwana arandolo ngombe wandaveri mongama ahindwa ihyo shiwana wandumba shiwala ko mkondo binji ya khanzi abepitire po mamuno ahindi oshuru sho bahono rubedendo na ingoro senior councilor kahure ke ona pareo ambandiru eketubala ko isepa okupitira mwami arandolo ngombe mawango no hanje kaitiro shimariba ongomba tukambura uriri ati anja ko shiwana shiri ahindwa ihyo shiwana kombunda chiva kotoka amoshikano shitenga tengo kienda ko state house bapo na senior councilor kahure ekapo imari yambyo yaruka konko isepa ekathoto bangombe oshari no ruthiro ndutambo ko bandube omakaendero chimade kaenda omunene Stanley aluko shawana poikando ibari imede imburuka enjiba da mosho mwithe atwipamwe ko state house akakoritha omukwa ongumabeshi watana pomahongia wapekara abeka hitamo kanjwa methwamba pothi barokendo ikandombyo ko state house vikando byarwe bahakana naye oko maheka mbingurira ko maheke mohoromende o kihiyo unane onga wana meklauta kihiyo unane omea shuhuro shapako na inguro onga wana amaheke pionga na tengurimba chatwalo mulombongariro nguroba ihe watuberere okutuithana okututhekarero mahungi peke peke nokututunene na monjira aroha metraire kusha katufaro bana chikolo skole ete mbutungura mohoromende ngatungure no matha shinene kusha tutunge hiretu chikando chare no hatwipa mekochombinde eka arara mo hotela ara ponjo urilo wandu menaro ruthubero atukarara pamwe ponje yo paka uri viero ametu ondini etatura ametu rarwe muko munene rukuru apenduka mwine etupendura atutupuka pamwe puno basheberebe amenje mawangu amo mutanda shinene emuno kusha ameto kutupuka ameto kutido oshikarahi mutu inamba walo kilo mbari kurama ona wetu poka weta tiaruka okuya shiri oshimesha amimba panyara tate nona mimbi apanjara iheo shiwana omambo shiri wari iheo shiwana orondu wathuverere ngamwa mundu mu Namibia abango Namibia ikaonje ko murungu kobanane bumaethi wako mbunda bathu wako mbunda maweka mbure hindi arwe shima muungura shimwa hakepa shimwa hakuurwa lidemburuka nai chikando chitheni na chifari pamwe yari mu December yo 2023 atuye bari pamwe po atuye pamwe atwana ngako mukandi obanene iyo mutena kwanje tilahu na munjembo ko ngandana munjembo ko Hangwena region oburu charu mahaka neto mathenina shadirembo onjira mamwishiwa abere oyenda uyekuthanangwe oshimesha shiri bino hange shinene kushambakare popelu petambo naye enoho kadembire Ludwig Stanley medemburukana wakusha Ludwig Stanley shawa moshawana atubikithwa kwa mau ko Nazareta ngwa ithano baungure wa Nazareta ahindondera wa ambulance no baungure no banganga ayi ko mau ayi muyeta mona Namibia kupangitha ngandu ke warethenina chalamba shimakapakwa koye ko farama ko shawana emupombakero yomuro mukuru apetungwewe moshawana po farama Ludwig Stanley ewe robaro bakuru kombunda anao ofereka de yeno haibere aikapita aikapakwa ko shawana wina peka tungwa ewe robaro bakuru shiri waro munane wetu wari tate wetu waro president wetu wetu thuverere wetu thira pamosha Namibia oruthuvero duri mu Namibia ndino omenare mekambura kusha ombura njima iroko na imo Namibia oshidire shiturimo ndino moshibanda mashira itha oruthuverondo oshimesha ndangi horomendi ya Namibia kokusha mwaungura mbita mbokuye nu kaubange wenu omenaro byungura bye okuhepa shinene yarureno hange.
We thank Chief Kambadembi for that tribute. Next, we will be treated to a performance by the Namibian Defense Force, Air Force Military Band. And then after that, we will welcome on the podium Comrade Ims Namasap to give a tribute on behalf of the Swapo party. And I'm just signaling to Ndirimani that after the tribute by the Swapo regional coordinator, that you give us 2 selections, please, just to prepare. May I now give the floor to the Namibian Defense Force, Air Force Military Band to give us a selection. Thank you very much, the Namibian Defense Force, Air Force Military Band, for that source of inspiration and pride of our nation. Our next item is a message of the Swapo Party by Comrade Ims Namasel. Please join me in welcoming Comrade Ims Namasel to the podium.
Celebrate the life. I mean, we need a nice music. You must play the music first. I hope we do have a Gilimani here. We need a very strong and powerful music song. We are celebrating the life of our founding president, please. Can you give us 2 items?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, the Masters of Ceremonies, my Councillor Felipe and your colleague. Thank you so much. Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Comrade Professor Peter Kachavivi, acting on behalf of the Chief Monarch, our President, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, the widow, Kuku, Kovango Nujoma, the family members, all Musimbas and Kondombolos, the nation, the Swapo, rank and file, the Namibian nation, and indeed the Africa continent. All protocols observed as established by the Masters of Ceremonies. On behalf of Swapo, the 8th of February will go down as the darkest and the painful day in the history of our nation, for we have lost a great hero, a gallant son of the soil, founder of our nation and an extraordinary revolutionary leader. Lot has been said so far. A principled, fearless, selfless person whose determination was only to free Namibia from the clouds of racist apartheid system of South Africa. A commander-in-chief of the People's Liberation Army of Namibia plan. It is with deep sorrow and a heavy heart that we mourn the passing on of our founding president, Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma. He was not just a leader, that must be very clear. He was an extraordinary person. He was the torchbearer of our struggle, the architect of our independence, and the unwavering voice that reminded us that freedom is our birthright. It's your right to be free. As one of the founders of the Southwest Africa People's Organization, Swapo, Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma transformed it more than a political party. A Swapo party has become a movement, a symbol of resistance, and the beacon of hope for the oppressed Namibians. With unyielding courage, he led our nation through the darkest days of oppression, inspiring generations to rise, resist, and reclaim their dignity. The founding president, His Excellency Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma, left us a legacy of freedom, solidarity, and justice. The legacy that will endure many generations to come. The legacy that will never ever be wiped out from our minds. One of the things that Comrade Dr. Nujoma cared about the most was the education of Namibians, especially the Namibian child, both the girl child and the boy child, of all diverse race. He believed that every Namibian child must be accorded a chance to go to school and learn, no matter the circumstances of their family's background. He wanted all of Namibians to have the opportunity to dream big and to achieve their goals. That was his vision. Dr. Nujoma did not just talk about education. He did not just talk. He also led by example. He was one of the first students to study geology at the University of Namibia. He showed us with hard work and determination we could achieve anything we set our minds to. The founding father also built a school at his farm in Etunda, just close to Otavi, between Otavi and Ochiwarongo, to enable his farm workers' children to attend school. He also constructed a clinic at Etunda, which portrays his caring heart and visionary leadership. Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma believes in fairness and equality. All he ever wanted was a Namibia where everyone, no matter their race, color, or background, could live together in peace, harmony, and shared in the wealth of this country. That was his wish also. Today, as we saying goodbye to Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma, we must remember the lessons he taught us. He showed us the importance of courage, hard work, and to never give up, no matter how difficult things might seem. He taught us to put our country, Namibia, first to make our land a better place to live in. Comrade founding president fought the good fight. He finished the race and he have kept the faith. He was a brave, gallant son of Africa, a symbol of resilience and a hope for all who yearned for freedom. His leadership transcended borders, uniting us in the shared belief that no chains could forever be spirit of a people determined to be free. Speaking of Namibia is to speak of our founding president, Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma. If you speak about Namibia, you are speaking directly about his name. His name is inseparable from the history of our nation. He was a unifier, a man who could bring together people from all walks of life. Founding President Nujoma understood that the fight for freedom was not only just a political struggle, but a moral imperative. Under the leadership of founding President, Swapo party mobilized Namibians at home and outside the country in exile, uniting them under the common goal of self-determination and independence. His ability to articulate the plight of his people with such a passion and clarity earns him respect and admiration amongst his people and in the world. He remains deeply connected to this grassroots. He always engaged and listened to the people that at grassroots level, especially those marginalized and oppressed people. On 21st March 1990, our founding president was the first, we can hear when General mentioned here, the first ever president inaugurated to lead the independent Namibia. He faced immense challenges of building a new independent nation from the reigns of colonialism. His leadership during this critical period was marked by wisdom, foresight, and unwavering commitment to the national reconciliation and unity. He believed in a nation that was not only free but also equitable and just. His policies was focused on empowerment and nation building. It was laid down as the foundation of the society where everyone could share in the fruits of this country. He was a visionary leader, not only thinking about himself, but always thought of the future generation. At all times, he always strived to make sure the future generations is taken care. Now, it is our turn to carry forward his vision. This is our time. Comrade President, our founding president and the founding father of this nation, your legacy will never die, for it lives in the hearts of all Namibians. Rest in power, our revolutionary leader and the founding president, our father of the nation. I salute you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ndirimani. I now have the honor and privilege to welcome on the stage Honorable Professor Peter Kachavivi, to give us the main message of the day on behalf of the Chief Mourner. May I ask the House to please raise.
Nujoma, you are the hero, the hero,
The hero,
the hero, the hero. You are the hero, the hero,
the hero of Namibian revolution.
Nujoma,
You are the hero,
the hero,
the hero, the hero.
Nujoma,
You are the hero,
the hero.
the hero of Namibian revolution.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm still going through my head, trying to work it out what to say and how to convey the message, and trying to do that within the time allocated to me. So it's a question of imposing some discipline on myself. As I'm standing here, I'm also thinking about for how many years I've known the founding father. It's more than half of my life. It goes back. Maybe I'm not alone here, maybe there are others as well, of course. Dear directors of ceremonies, the bereaved family, bereaved Mekulu Kovambo Nujoma, and the children. The bereaved Nujoma, Kandobolo, Mushimba, and Kachimune families. Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister, members of Parliament here present, Honorable James Werikwa, Governor of the Shafiishuna region, and of course other regional governors, councillors, and mayors here present. Honorable Pentukeni Ivula Itana, the Vice Chair of the Sam Nujoma Foundation, and a long-standing cabinet member who served in so many capacities. Chief Sam Kampadembi of the Kampadembi royal family. Our commander of the Namibian Defense Force, Air Marshal Martin Pinas, veterans of the liberation struggle, and in that, of course, I would like to mention the retired Lieutenant General Martin Shally, a dear colleague and a friend. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Bakera, chairperson of the Shafiishuna Regional Council, and so many people who are here who are known to me personally, who deserve to be mentioned in person. But due to the limited time available, I just want you to know that I know that you are here. Dear mourners, members of the media, as I said, we are gathered here this afternoon with heavy hearts and sadness to honor a veteran, a leader, a founding president of the Republic of Namibia, and a father of the Namibian nation. As we say goodbye to His Excellency, Dr. Sam Nujoma, today a national hero whose ambitions and selfless shaped our country through his devotion and committed to the liberation struggle of our country. We remain grateful for the work he did for our country and a strong foundation that he laid at the birth of our nation. His courage, wisdom, and a commitment to justice and equality laid a foundation for a modern today Namibian state. Bereaved families, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Dr. Nujoma was more than just a leader, and so many alluded to that. He was an epitome of bravery, tenacity, and foresight. His name serves as a symbol of Namibia's independence, a ray of hope inscribed in Namibia's foundation. His dedication to justice, equality, and his people's right to self-determination characterized his leadership, and his life served as a tribute to the strength of unyielding conviction to preserve Namibia, to make sure that it is a strong nation that it with self-respect and whose character justifies so much sacrifices paid and the strong sense of solidarity that we have received globally. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, from the start of the liberation struggle, when Namibia was a colonial territory, President Nujoma stood firmly against the forces that sought to divide and oppress the Namibian people. With his unwavering vision of a free and united Namibia, he led the liberation struggle at every turn with conviction and strength in the vision that he held so dear. Our founding father was and remains the face of the Namibian independence. He stood strong when others wavered because he knew that the cause was just and the dream of a free Namibia was worth every sacrifice. Through his leadership, we broke the chain of colonialism, emerged from the darkness of division, and stood together as one united, free, and proud nation. Underline, united, free, and proud nation. Out of the ruins, something new emerged. A united country that stood firm in the belief of being a sovereign and free at last. Fellow Namibians, fellow mourners, His Excellency Dr. Sam Nujoma was a revolutionary, a statesman, and a founding president of an independent Namibia. As Namibia's first democratically elected president, he set the path of democracy, solidarity, and prosperity for us to follow. Beyond his political accomplishments, the founding father was a man unmatched in terms of humility and dignity that I think has been well presented this afternoon throughout the memorial service that was stated and said so clearly. He never pursued power for its sake, but worked to better our nation with a total commitment while ensuring that all Namibians would have a chance to live in a dignified life regardless of their status, race, and background. We stress their contribution, particularly in the area of education, remembering the fact the nation needed to be built by citizens, and the younger generation needed to be empowered so that they can contribute effectively to upholding the principles on which the country was built. Fellow Namibians, fellow mourners, during Dr. Sam Nujoma's administration, notable achievements were made in infrastructure, healthcare, and education. A statesman who recognized that for Namibia to be genuinely independent, the people needed to be empowered with basic rights and education in addition to political freedom. Regardless of their background, he supported policies that gave all Namibians the means to achieve access and create better future for themselves and their families. As we pay homage and tribute to this visionary leader, we must work towards creating a country he envisaged, a nation that values every citizen, a nation that is united in diversity, a nation that is committed to the ideals of human rights, justice, equality, and peace. Peace and stability is what we hold dear to ourselves. Without peace and stability, we cannot develop our country. And that is why we stress that. That is why that was part of our leader's vision for our country. As we bid farewell to this great son of the soil, let us all be comforted by the knowledge, by the acknowledgement that Namibia's founding father fought a good fight, remained faithful, and he finished the race. Let us pick up the torch from where he has left it and continue to build a dignified Namibian nation. He is the foundation of our country's independence, and as such, his name will resound in the hearts of everyone who loves Namibia. Fellow Namibians, fellow mourners, as a nation, we will forever remain indebted to the sacrifices the founding father made for our country and our people. He will forever remain in our hearts and thoughts. His legacy of steadfastness, Pan-Africanism, and determination will continue to inspire as we march into the future, marching with confidence because of the foundation that have been laid by the founding father. So much can be said, but we all have to accept the fact that we have to have a timetable, guided by the time that we impose upon ourselves. We're here today, tomorrow the mission will continue to other parts of the country as it is agreed upon. I'm extremely grateful to have the opportunity to have been assigned by my dear brother, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, the President of the Republic of Namibia, to preside on this particular memorial service. We had a very good day. I was particularly touched by the number of young people, young and old, lining up all the way from the airport to this particular venue. It tells a story about how much love people hold for him, the value, what he meant to every citizen of this country. May the soul of the President Sam Nujoma, rest in eternal peace. Long live Namibia, long live one Namibia, one nation. And I thank you.
We thank Professor Kachavivi for that main message and condolence to all of us in the Ochodonjupa Regional Council and the Ochodonjupa region. As we are moving towards the end of our program, it's an African tradition that when you call on your mom, you should know that the enemy is either finished or you are about to be finished. I now would like to invite on the podium Honorable Marine Mbakera, the chairperson of the Ochodonjupa Regional Council, to move the vote of thanks.
Our warrior has fallen. The nation is left as orphans. Our warrior has fallen. Rest in peace. Our founding president, your legacy will ever remain. Our founding president, farewell. Our father of the nation will forever remember you. Our father of the nation, farewell.
Thank you, Directors of Proceedings, Honorable Felipe and Master Tafenongo, Professor Picha Kashavivi, representing the Chief Mourner, His Excellency Dr. Nangolo Mbumba. Dear mourners, please allow me to stand on the protocol as established. Good afternoon. It is with deep sense of gratitude and honor that I stand before you today to deliver the vote of thanks at this solemn but yet celebratory occasion as we pay tribute to a true giant of our nation, the late Dr. Sam Shafiishuna Nujoma. This gathering is a reflection of the immense love, admiration, and respect that our people hold for this revolutionary icon and founding father of the Republic. Firstly, I wish to express my heartfelt appreciation to each and every one of you who took time to be here today. Grootfontein community, I really applaud your presence. Your presence signifies the unity and collective appreciation we have for the life and legacy of late Dr. Nujoma. A special word of thanks and appreciation goes to the government of the Republic of Namibia under the leadership of His Excellency, the President, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, for spearheading the national commemorations in honor of this great statesman. Your unwavering commitment to upholding the values and principles that Dr. Nujoma stands for is commendable. Thank you once again for giving Otjozondjuba region a chance to pay tribute to our founding father in this manner. To our distinguished speakers who have graced this event with heartfelt tributes and reflections, we thank you for your words of wisdom and remembrance. Your speeches have not only reminded us of the invaluable contributions of the late Dr. Nujoma, but have also inspired us to carry forward his vision of united, prosperous, and independent Namibia. A sincere thank you to the Honorable Governor of our region, Honorable Werikwa, Otjozondjuba Regional Council, all the municipalities in our region, that this regional memorial service, for ensuring that this regional memorial service has turned out to be a success we were hoping for. Your dedication and meticulous planning have made this day a fitting tribute to a leader who dedicated his entire life to the liberation and development of Namibia. To our religious leaders, we appreciate your prayers and words of spiritual comfort during this period of mourning as a nation. Your presence reminds us that in times of loss, we find strength and solace in our faith. To the Namibian Defense Force Brass Band and the Dilimani and all musical performers, your moving performances have captured the spirit of our history and enriched today's proceedings. Thank you for using your talents to honor the memory of our great leader. To our media representatives, thank you for ensuring that the message of Dr. Nujoma's legacy reaches all corners of our country and beyond. Through your work, his contributions and sacrifices will forever be documented and remembered. To the Nujoma family, we extend our deepest gratitude for sharing your beloved father, grandfather, uncle, and a leader with the Namibian nation. His legacy is not only yours, but belongs to us all as Namibians. May you find comfort in knowing that his impact will continue to shape the future of our country. Finally, please allow me to thank the following farmers and business people that have contributed to make this send-off memorable as it is. Master Gain Rusuvero Marine from Farm Vreugde, Master Hanapo Onesmes Hitipo Hampa from Farm Aris, Mrs. Elizabeth Mwanyankala from Farm Mandoko, Dr. Richard Kamui, Master Yeri Mbwale from Farm Abenap, Kalari Holdings, Farm Derest, Master Isi Kahungi, Master Molefu Shongela, Master Jonas Silas, Master Charlie David, Master Sedekias Kovasep, Comrade Ephraim Simpson, Master Ye-N Van Dijk, Rainbow Creations, Enos Anyolo, Uyuni Farming, Comrade Aser Yambo, Kaya Nursery, Haulofu Family, and last but not least, the National Youth Service Management, and the trainees, and all the volunteers that have helped us to make this event the way it has turned out. In conclusion, let us not only remember Dr. Sam Shafiishuna Nujoma today, but let us honor his legacy through our actions, our service to the people, and our commitment to unity and development of our nation at large. May his revolutionary spirit continue to guide us, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, for the vote of thanks. We would like also to thank you very much, together with the Honorable Governor, for your leadership during this preparation and today. Honorable Felipe, we are now drawing to the end of this event, and I also want to thank you very much for your guidance and determination, especially that we were able to endure the pressure from the Honorable Governor to finish before 4 o'clock. Honorable Governor, it's now only 6 minutes after 4 o'clock. I think we have delivered to your expectation. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the closing prayer, we would like to make a few announcements. First one is that, as you have seen the practice in the other regions, after we have ended the program and observed the anthems, we will have the privilege to view the body of our fallen hero in this order. That the first line with the representative of the chief mourner will lead the first line to view the body, the remains of our hero. It will be the first line, and then the second line, the third line, until we finish with this tent on my left. And then it will be the tent in front, first line, second line, third line, as such. And then we conclude for those who are sitting inside the pitch, the tent on our far right, first line, third line, as such. When we approach this place, we will be coming in from the northern side, and then we pass the casket on the southern side, and then we'll open up here, and then we'll then exit the pitch. After everybody has an opportunity, including the students, if they so wish and well organized, to join the queue after our last tent on the far right. The refreshment will be served as follows. The dignitaries that are sitting in the different tents we have, you receive your refreshment in the tent where you are seated. So once we are done, the team responsible for refreshment will take care of that. The masses on the podium, you will receive your refreshment as you exit the venue at the gate. Those who came with the buses, your refreshment has been organized that you receive it as you enter the bus. So we can move straight to our buses and we'll receive our refreshment there. We are being cautioned that no pictures, no snapshots, or whatever photographs is allowed of the remain. And we request that we respect that instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, I now would like to invite Reverend Sandra Mayer to give us the benediction. After the benediction, we will remain standing for the AU and national anthem as led by the Namibian Defense Force, the Air Force Military Band. Reverend Mayer.
Owetu thigapo, owakavululukwa, owalongasha wana tate. Owetu thigapo, owakavululukwa, owalongasha wana tate.
Thank you once again, Master of Proceedings. I would like to invite us all to please rise for the Lord's Prayer and then receive the benedictions. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Let us receive the benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance to you and give you his peace. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. You may be seated. Thank you.
Air Force Band, the floor is yours for the AU and national anthem.